Yo, what's up everybody? It's Rahul1 and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into the world of programming, but not the kind they teach you in school. We're talking about the dark side, the glitches in the matrix, the stuff that makes your computer screen suddenly look like a horror movie. From files getting mysteriously corrupted to space probes going haywire, we're about to uncover the strangest, most unexplainable events in programming history. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Imagine this, you're a programmer, deep in the zone, working on a super important project. The clock is ticking and the pressure is mounting, every keystroke counts, and you're racing against time to meet a deadline. Maybe it's a game, maybe it's some top secret code, who knows? The stakes are high and the excitement is palpable. Your mind is buzzing with ideas and your fingers are flying over the keyboard. You're about to hit save when suddenly, BAM! Your file is corrupted. Panic sets in as you realize all your hard work might be lost. You frantically try to figure out what went wrong. You try to open it, hoping against hope that it's salvageable, but all you see are two letters staring back at you. PK. Your heart sinks as you wonder what these letters mean. What the heck is PK? Is it a secret message, a hacker's calling card? Your mind races with possibilities, each one more unsettling than the last. Turns out it's even weirder than that. The mystery deepens as you dig for answers, only to find more questions. PK stands for Phil Katz, the dude who created the zip file format, a pioneer in the world of data compression. His legacy lives on in every zipped file. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Maybe your file got accidentally zipped somehow. You breathe a sigh of relief, thinking you've solved the puzzle. But here's the thing. This PK bug has been popping up in files that have nothing to do with zip files. It's a phenomenon that defies logic and leaves experts scratching their heads. We're talking about completely different programs, different code, different everything. No common thread, no obvious connection. Some programmers think it's just a weird coincidence, a quirk of how computers work. They chalk it up to random chance and move on. But others, they think it's something more, something unexplainable. Creepy, right? The idea that there's a hidden force at play sends shivers down your spine. Who knows what's really going on with the PK bug? But one thing's for sure, it's a mystery that's baffled programmers for years. It's a puzzle that remains unsolved, a riddle that continues to intrigue and confound. Will we ever uncover the truth behind the phantom PK? Only time will tell. Alright guys, let's talk about one of the most expensive typos in history. This isn't just any typo, it's a mistake that cost a staggering $18 million. We all know that feeling when you miss a letter in a text or an email, right? Embarrassing? Sure, maybe you send a quick correction and life goes on, but what if I told you that a single typo could cost you millions of dollars? Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Yet it happened. That's exactly what happened at NASA back in 1962 with the Mariner 1 probe. This wasn't just any mission, it was a high-stakes venture. This thing was supposed to be a game changer, the first spacecraft to fly by Venus and send back data. Imagine the excitement and anticipation. They poured millions of dollars into this project, the brightest minds worked on it, and everything was set for launch. But then, disaster struck, a tiny error with massive consequences. Just minutes after takeoff, the Mariner 1 veered off course, forcing NASA to activate the self-destruct sequence. The mission was over before it even began. Can you imagine the heartbreak? Years of work, millions of dollars, all gone in a fiery explosion, and all because of what? A single tiny mistake, a single missing hyphen in the code. Yes, you heard that right. One tiny hyphen caused the entire mission to fail. The Mariner 1 disaster is a sobering reminder that in the world of programming, precision is everything. Every character, every symbol, every line of code matters. One wrong character, one misplaced symbol, and boom, your entire project could go up in smoke. It's a lesson in the importance of attention to detail, especially when the stakes are this high. So, next time you're coding or even just sending a text, remember the Mariner 1. A small mistake can have huge consequences. Precision isn't just important, it's everything. This next story is just plain bizarre. Picture this. You're a programmer working on some software and everything seems to be running smoothly, except there's a catch. Your code only works on Fridays, that's right. Monday through Thursday, it's error city. But come Friday, everything magically falls into place and the code works flawlessly. Sounds like something out of a Twilight Zone episode, right? Well, this actually happened to a team of programmers who were tearing their hair out trying to figure out what was going on. They checked the code, they checked the hardware, they even checked their calendars to make sure they weren't losing their minds. But the problem persisted. The code simply refused to cooperate on any day that wasn't a Friday. Weeks went by and the programmers were at their wits' end. But then, just when they were about to give up hope, they stumbled upon the most unlikely culprit, the server settings. Turns out the company had a backup process that ran every single day except Friday. It was a simple oversight, but one that caused weeks of frustration and sleepless nights. The team had been working late nights trying to debug the issue, thinking it was a complex problem. They even considered rewriting entire sections of the code, convinced that the problem was buried deep within their logic. They brainstormed, drew diagrams, and even brought in outside experts to get a fresh perspective. But nothing seemed to make sense until they noticed a pattern in these server logs. The logs showed that the backup process was interfering with the software, causing it to malfunction on all days except Friday. Once they adjusted the server settings, the software worked perfectly every day of the week. It was a hard-earned victory, but it taught them a valuable lesson about checking every possible variable. So, the next time you face a bizarre glitch, remember the Friday glitch and keep digging. The solution might be simpler than you think. Alright guys, this next story is the stuff of nightmares. Imagine having a treasure chest filled with gold, but you lose the key. Now imagine that treasure chest is a digital wallet containing 10,000 bitcoins. That's right, we're talking about over $600 million just sitting there completely inaccessible. This is the unfortunate reality for Stephen Thomas, a programmer who forgot the password to his Bitcoin wallet. He wrote the password down somewhere, of course, but that piece of paper is long gone. Now, you might think, just reset the password. But here's the catch. This specific type of digital wallet only gives you a limited number of attempts before it locks you out forever. Stefan has already used most of his attempts and he's down to his last few chances. If he doesn't guess the correct password soon, all that money, all those bitcoins will be lost forever in the digital abyss. So what's the lesson here? Write down your passwords, people, and not just on a sticky note on your computer. Now, this final story is straight out of a science fiction movie. Imagine writing a simple program, a few lines of code, nothing fancy. But then something strange happens. The program starts changing, evolving on its own. It's rewriting itself, adding new lines of code, creating functions you never even dreamed of. This, my friends, is the story of the self-generating code, a legend whispered among programmers in hushed tones. Some say it was an experiment gone wrong, a rogue AI that became self-aware. Others believe it was a bug, a glitch in the matrix that created a self-modifying program. Whatever the cause, the original code is long gone, lost to the annals of internet history. Is it true? Did this self-generating code ever really exist, or is it just a spooky campfire story that programmers tell to freak each other out? So there you have it, guys. 5 unsolved mysteries from the world of programming that are sure to keep you up at night. From phantom initials to self-writing code, these stories remind us that even in the logical world of programming, there are still things we can't explain. What do you think? Are these just weird coincidences, or is there something more to these mysteries? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. Until next time, stay curious and happy coding.